07 Toyota Corolla, perfect mic. Do you guys have any idea where I'm at right now? This puddle was the exact puddle that broke the 07 Corolla. I replaced CV axle, ball joint, sway bar end links, but most importantly, the control arm. Because after that test and all the water that went in there, I heard the nastiest clunks on the car. Well, as you can see, the car is back on the road, and although it's small, it has a big ego. Corolla versus puddle 2. Look how clean this puddle is. Nice and clear water. Worst case scenario, since there's much more water this time than last time, if enough water splashes up into the engine area, the car will probably never run again. Let's reverse a little bit for some momentum. Drive, overdrive, launch it controlly. No clunks. The 07 Corolla has dominated the game. You know what? I do hear a minor clunk. It's not loud enough for the audio to capture it, but I do hear it. It's very light. I'm going to assume it is the driver's side control arm because I did not change that one and it looks just as old as the other one. I'm gonna leave that for now until it actually tells me to change it, if you know what I mean. Nevertheless, let's proceed. I just discovered a new test. I call it the half and half creamer. One wheel on land, the other wheel underwater. Basically just a Bernie on 2 terrains. It smells like old shrimp here. In terms of scientific data, the half and half creamer, very successful test. There is no check engine lights whatsoever, no overheating at all. Those lights are just because the door is open. Therefore, in terms of scientific data, the car is currently still fine. No overheating, no nothing. The only bad scientific data I can point to right now is that inside of the car, even after 10 minutes, it still smells horrible. It doesn't smell like a Bernie. It smells like those old looking dried shrimp that you see like in bags, but just much stronger and much more annoying. I have all the windows down, the vents running full blast to get all that smell out of here, but it still stinks. So right now that's literally all I'm waiting for. Once that smell is gone, I'm out of here. Okay guys, it's actually the next day. I'm sure you guys can tell. As you guys saw from that last clip, I was standing outside of the car for like a solid 25 minutes just to get the smell out. It never left. I drove home, windows down all the way, sunroof open. By far, the most disgusting smell I've ever smelled in a car. It was cold outside, all windows down, my hands were freezing, and it never left. Even today, it still smelled like it when I got in the car. Right now, it's kind of fading away, or maybe I'm just getting used to it. I'm back at the scientific location. We came for round 2 on that wonderful off-road trail I showed you guys last time. Round 2, here we go. Launch control. This is actually the end of the trail. For some reason, it gets much worse back there. Last time I was here, the noises were much worse in the car because the control arm was clunking very badly. Today, it feels like if they fixed the trail because the ride was pretty smooth, it felt phenomenal. In terms of science, the car still dominates. All I needed was new control arm and the car is better than ever. Don't let this image on camera fool you. The road is actually terrible. Let's proceed. Okay guys, let's get out of here. Here's the news for you guys. The car is doing excellent. When the car was sitting in the driveway for about a month or so, I told you guys already, the engine and transmission have given me zero issues. More importantly, the transmission. Every test I've done, the transmission is the main one taking the beating like a complete champ. It's insane how well built this car is. By the way, as I told you guys, I'm a DIYer here, but I'm not just any DIYer. I am a beginner DIYer. The only things I've done to my vehicles ever is I changed the oil, engine oil by the way, not transmission oil, the spark plugs and the coils on my mom's minivan. After that, the hardest thing I've done was change the spark plugs and coils on the Ranger. Once I took off the tire on the Corolla, I thought, man, what am I going to do? I have zero idea. I don't want to take it to my mechanic because I gotta learn somehow to mess with the car. Because to be honest, if I'm going to keep torture testing it, it's gonna be much cheaper for me if I'm able to fix it myself. Plus a mechanic, not only will he charge me more, but he takes forever. The Ranger's been there for like a solid 3 weeks now. And basically, it's really just wasting my time. So I might as well just give it a try, and if something becomes that serious that it's not proper to drive it, then I'll take it to my mechanic. But this is what I do. You take it to your mechanic. Most likely most of you guys watching know much more about working on the car than me. But me, I'm literally just experimenting. I am good at torture testing the car and getting the data, but working on it, I'm working on it. Pun intended. What I've learned from working on cars in these last 2 or 3 weeks is that it's not really that hard. It's just access. Having access to it and the right tools. The problem is taking off the wheel, taking off the control arm from the knuckle, having the proper tools, a 6-point, a 12-point, and even then it's not enough. You need a 30mm 12-point, a 30mm 6-point, because if you use a 12-point on a 6-point, it's so easy to strip the nut. So that's really the annoying part there. But it does feel very good when I'm done fixing the car and I know that I actually fixed the issue. I literally had no idea what I was doing. All I did was pull up YouTube, pull up tutorials, I followed the steps, and I got it done. The guys in the video would finish it in like 10 minutes. I was there literally from like 2 p.m. all the way till 9:30 at night. But hey, as you guys see, the car is cruising very comfortably. No clunks. Here's train tracks. Zero clunks. It sounds like normal, functional, properly installed suspension here. And there's still about 6 gallons of E85 in the tank left. Good news, guys. As you can see, the car is back to normal. The disgusting shrimp smell I told you about is about 90% gone. The car feels nice and solid. By the way, I'm wearing one glove because I lost the other one. I'm not trying to be Michael Jackson here, although my name is Michael. This side was the reason we had to pause, but it's back and better than ever. Literally. No clunks at all. It feels nice and sturdy and firm. So this wonderful spare is no joke. I took it to that off-road trail about 3 times already. Zero complaints whatsoever. I don't see any fluids leaking anywhere. No leaks under the car either. Engine sounds great. When the E85 was fresh in the car, there was like 6 gallons in there. The tank was actually half and half gasoline and half E85. When I would do that rev, the car would hesitate. Now it doesn't hesitate no more. But I still haven't fueled up. It's still E85 in there. And the car sounds excellent. When I first got this car, I was almost certain it wouldn't last me 2 weeks. We're almost at 100 days now. Nevertheless, next week we have a very exciting torture test for this car. I am most certainly sure that you guys will love it. So if you guys made it this far, you might as well hit the subscribe, hit the like, hit the share, because the tests must go on. And I'll be honest, out of my 3 cars, the Silverado, the Ranger, and this, although they are going to battle, my favorite obviously is the 5.3 because of the noise it makes, but I don't see this car losing to either of those. So make sure you tune in to find out who takes the crown. I am out.